Ohayo gozaimasu. Good morning, konnichiwa, konbanwa. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is you are. Let's begin. Hope everyone is having a great morning, day, evening, whatever it is. Yeah, there's not much else to say. It's a great morning for me. Got some coffee, ready to go. So yeah, I may need to change the flashcards things a little bit real quick there, because I changed it because I realized on my last archive or my last pod that the kanji on the Anki flashcards was not super clear, so I made the font bigger. Hopefully it makes it easier to follow a little bit. Hey, good morning, Jose. Hope you're having a good one. Now, I'm guessing you had no problems with the queue, did you? Please sleep. Hi. 今日の漢字練習始まりましょう。行きましょう。皆さん。はい。もう200ぐらい。なんでSee, internet package went down to 90. これはただの90。これはまあいいけど、これは200ぐらい。まあ Let's just do it. 頑張ります。Politics, it's that. And on stream, it should look better, hopefully, a bit bigger. If not, I could try increasing it again. Turn into. Politics. Display. This one is always easy. Fit. You did sleep? Okay, taking a 30-minute nap does not count as sleep per se. System. Something like that. Yep. A bit scuffed in this area. But I kinda got it. Slept properly, thanks. You just said you haven't gone to bed yet. I'm just confused. Transcend. Cho. Details, just left extra. Luck. Like almost 17 hours. Fine, whatever. I'm not gonna argue with you, okay? Just whatever. Just do take care, okay? Okay, cool, thanks. Yeah, they should be closer together. The one for Kin should be a little bit thinner, so it does seem like one kanji and not 1.5 kanji. Right. Again, a little bit more of the same with that. Lord Shujin-sama. Prolong. Oh yeah, I do remember prolong. Yeah, the top should be a little bit curved. And actually, I did not remember prolong because it's a different radical. It's not the one for path, it's the one for stretch. Yeah, I forget. Okay. Risk. The ball for Vulcan. Oh, and this was like smash. What's the one you're playing with is tired, you're going to go to bed again. Okay? Cool. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, I forgot the... That's fine. I won't tell if you don't chat. Build, very, very scuffed. Yeah. That's not how it goes. Hello. Again, we're entering the realm of kanjis I haven't seen in over half a year. Oishii. Yep, got that one. Guruma. Hi. Ane. Okay, but now put them together so it seems like one actual kanji, please. Thanks. Good enough. King. Or... Yeah, that's it. Pretty easy. Child. Cool. Scenery. Yeah, I do remember that one. Yeah, it looks a little bit jank, but it is there. Guidance. This one's pretty nice. So you have the one for path or michi, and then you then you kind of I've been using this radical kind of sort of like a meaning of like glue or to stick or something, and if you're just following or sticking to someone else's path, they're guiding you. Cool little thing. This was what? Tolerance? Yeah. Tolerant, not tolerance. Dream, Yume. I was considering, yeah, it only has one. The lead has one. I knew it. I'm gonna mark it as right because I knew it felt wrong the moment I even tried to consider the second stroke. This is cheap or relax. Cottage. I remember. Soil. That's pretty easy. Soil, earth, whatever. It is there. Time. Toki. Chi. Ni. Evening. I mean, it doesn't really have much more than that. It's not. Mine doesn't look very good, but that's it. And the lyrics, so you're gonna be around somewhat. Okay. Makes sense if you're gonna be doing raids and stuff, or babysitting someone in 14. Convex. I always forget. I think it's this, but it could also be this. I just, in terms of, I forget the lens themselves rather than the kanji, because you have these lens and these lenses, right? Well, these are represented like with this kanji, and these are represented with this kanji, which does make a lot of sense, right? I just forget which one is concave and which one is convex. I think this is convex and this is concave, but then again, I'm not that good at math. Hey, we got it. This is convex. Yay. Crass. It's hard for me to laugh at it. Yo, ai, ohayo gozaimasu. Ai-san. 聞いてくれてありがとう。Chainsaw. Yep. Sure is. Suffering. 苦しい. I believe it was like this. Yep. Kind of scuffed because. But good enough. Actually, let me. Kurushi. Go. Spine. Wow, that looks very scuffed. And I put those very far apart. And now that looks very tiny. Oh, no, wait, no, I was thinking of thorn, not spine. So this is thorn. That, yeah, it is. Yeah. Like, I know this one, it's easy. And you say it all the time on Furo. Alright. Furo. Like, it's easy to remember because you think of the spine on your back, right? You think of it as these bones connected by small things, right? Spine, easy. There's the head, then there's the rest of the body or whatever. I don't want to mark it as wrong simply because I kind of forgot the small thing between spine and thorn and messing up the English. You know what? I'll mark it as hard, even though I don't like doing that at all. Right. This is like karu. You would say, well, he passed the card, thanks. Rice field, the classic. Sun. Ooh. Suna. This was Suna, right? Yeah. Pretty sure it was. Yep. Suna. Konnichiwa, Omicron-san. 来てくれてありがとう。首。はいはいはい。Comfy. Is the music too quiet today? Could be. It's hard to tell sometimes. But sometimes it gets really, really loud. And that's worse. I felt like. Discuss. That's the dan for Jodan and Satsudan. So it always has to do something with like talks and stuff. Yep, there it is. This was like Eventide or something weird that I did that. I was just sure, let's just put all the meanings there or whatever. Yaiba. It's hard to forget this when I watch Kimetsu no Yaiba. I'm not caught up though, actually. I'm gonna write a memo about that. Catch up to Kimetsu. Wrote a little memo for that, but yeah, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Bam. You'll see this kanji for Yaiba. Blade, basically. Undertake. Fun. Oh yes. Pretty easy. Oh, this was like spring of water. Watashi ni totte, damn, okay. 私にとって漢字を書くのは心地よい音楽はちょうどいい。なるほど。That's good to hear, and I'd love to say that in Japanese. But... I don't know. Overnight stay. Tomaru! Damn. You know, you're right. Tomaru. Oops. Build. Yeah, I messed this one up. Actually, I'm gonna have to practice this again because I really don't remember. Yeah, correct. Also, because I forgot the one for Kaku, basically. So, you know what it is? Yesterday, I forgot the day before that, I kind of forgot the one for koto, like this. So now when I'm trying to do the kind of the opposite for kaku, right? Because the three things go up instead and the thing go down, I kind of mess up on my head. Also, that's for the sun. So now my head is all messed up about koto, kaku, kaku, kaku. So 似てるね。はいはい。似てる。I mean, it's the same radicals, right? So, sort of. Okay. Wow. Order please. Order please. Order please. You do this first. So yeah. Yeah, okay. Intuitive. As always. Good morning, Arthur. Ohayou gozaimasu. How is it going up there on the east? It's what, like 9:10 for you? Are you like an hour and a half ahead of me or only half an hour ahead of me? I forget. 10:10, hour and a half, okay. Yeah, I lost track when I moved of your time zone. Your time zone is the one I cannot keep track of. I keep track of South America, Mexico, the West Coast, England, Europe, and Japan. I keep track of all of those times, but not yours. Yeah, anyway. I'm gonna mark it as correct because I just practiced it a bunch, okay? Okay, cool. Hold on. There we go. Oh, jeez, what was this? This, and this, and this. Yeah, as you can see, it's kinda there, right? Yeah. The on could be a little bit better, but you just convert to it Easter anyway. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if anyone's curious, this is my current time zone. ここはこれ8時40分。これ。だからコーヒーは必要。That's right, man. It's your. Yeah, there we go. Cool. It's your. Yeah, just double checking, you know. That was pretty short, but I want to double check. Okay. Mark it. Yeah. Fishing. That should be it. Yeah. It's basically sakana, and you introduce water to the left. Wow. Yeah, you just put bam bam bam. That's water. These are like splash of waves or whatever. Pretty cool. And you get fishing. Will you see this much? I don't know. I'm more used to seeing this one for fishing, or at least in Pokemon. They use this, but might as well know them both. Whatever. It's not like it's hard to remember when it's just a little bit of water next to the fish. Bullseye, blanco. Hato. Yeah, this is the spine we saw earlier thing. Yeah. Front, mine. Complete. Oh, go. Pretty simple. It's like what, 2 strokes? Correct. Walk, 歩く。なんだっけこれでしょthere we go.くしゃみでなかった。I was about to sneeze, but no. I hate that. 歩く。Wealth. So this is, I believe it's more of a radical than an actual kanji. But oh wait, it's that. Okay. In the house. Never mind. I was thinking of just the radical because I thought I put it in the flashcards, but maybe not. No, I'll mark it again. It's fine. Whatever. Oh yeah, this. This one, that. I press spacebar on the. Yeah, no, it was only the top part. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna bother with this one. Like, yeah, you only put the fire on earth below for like black ink. Whoa! Yo, it's snowing! Yo, guys, it's snowing! Yuki. How is it to furu? Yeah. Like you are furu or something. I don't know. Damn, it's snowing, dude. Let's go. I'm a big fan. Hey. You're already over there. I mean, you're a Canadian. I've only been here in Canada for like a month. I've seen snow and this is my like third time. Shut up. Spring weather. This was crude. Yeah. Topic. I cannot remember if this goes just for the radical on the left or for everything, and I believe it's for everything. Yes, it is, because that's usually how kanji works on it. Let's go. Bila. This is Utage, one quick. I remember the reading for that simply because I watched Fruits Basket. So this came up quite often. Utage. I think, forget the reading for that. Tsuru. It's with a fishing rod, if I'm not wrong. Ryo o suru. Seems to be used in the context of fishing as a profession, probably by boat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I do remember looking it up as well in a very long time ago, and that sounds about right. I mean, again, a bunch of this kanji from Heisig are not that used, but it is a fun way to like just write stuff and learn things, even though it later may not be that useful. It is going to be very useful because a lot of kanjis are well known, but yeah, it's more of a game in a way. Like it's so easy to remember anyway, right? Because it's just sakana and you put three little things, like, bam, right? Will I ever use it? Will I ever have to write it? Probably not, but it's easy to remember anyway. I don't know. Interesting. Tamaru. Yeah, this one is in fact to stay the night. Yep. Oh yeah, this I think this was like itadaku. It's such a weird one for me. I never quite understood the meaning or whatever the Heisig was trying to say or something. I think it's itadaku, but like there. I sure know it. Oh, this is fathom. What was it? There's yeah, there is the thing there. Right. I'll put it again because I like kind of to hot child. It's written with egg and claw and child. Somebody to hotch. Yeah, see those little things for kanji I find fantastic, fascinating. I love those little stories. That's why I'm using Heisig's kanji book. Even though a lot of the basic minutes I'm being taught maybe not apply later or they're expanded upon in many different ways. Those little stories, those little things, those little meanings and all these parts combined, I find them fascinating and I love it. And it's so much fun just going around. Unfortunately, I'd be doing more of that or trying to draw pictures and make up stories for new kanji. The problem is I had so many flashcards overdue because I stopped studying for months and months. See? Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe it's not used that much, but it's fun anyway. Yeah, meh. This one is super easy. Yeah. Oh, this is like stubborn, which is also the first part for Gambaru. Riot. Whee. Concave. We had convex earlier. Then we do concave. Yeah. We did it here. Exquisite, like strange, weird. I thought this was Mio. Because the thing is, at some point, this book had like 4 words for weird or strange or different. Right? I at some point I kind of gave up. Yeah, sure, whatever. Let's just throw in meanings. Funnily enough, I forget the word, the kanji for hen or kawaru. Kawaru. Wow, that sounded very English for a moment there. Kawaru. I forget it actually. Robust. Well, hold on. Let's do this one real quick because it's easy. Actually, yeah, I got it. Oh, got it. A straight Tetris bricks for you. Well, if you think of these round parts, I mean the square parts as round parts instead, you can easily see how like those are the lenses, right? Concave and convex. But yeah, I can see the Tetris thing. I can definitely see it. Yeah. Well, I messed up the order there, but we'll go with it. Man, I could do this all day. I kid you not. Oh, this was like the N for like a worker, an employee, which it's the N part, isn't it? In, right? For example, company employee, in. This, right? In, yeah. For like employer or member, yeah. Or not employer, employee or member and stuff. Yep. Happenstance. I had to put there the word in Spanish as well because I did not know at first what it was on English. With this, funnily enough, I am also learning English words, not only Japanese. So that's cool. I'm Spanish, by the way. Okay. Hard kanji. Very hard. This was strange as well. Study. A. Village. Agreement. Oh. That one, right? Oh, no. This is deal, and that's an agreement. Yeah, this is for a deal, and for an agreement, it's that. Yeah. Left. Hidari. Looks like Chinese. Well, kanji are Chinese characters. I don't know what to tell you. That's literally it. Hello, Doctor, or the Doctor. Welcome. Ohayo gozaimasu. How's it going? Left. Hidari. Migi. Hidari. Migi. Wealth. Yeah, this one we messed up earlier. It's not only about the only kanji is Chinese. Hi. So this you go. Many or lively katsu or activities, really, in a way. Wait, for Gatsu, I'm pretty sure it's the Shita part, Shita first part first, and then the water, right? The, Katsu. Not the one for this one, thank you. Katsu. No, it is in fact the water first, the water part first. That's why I was confused. Why did I say to learn Japanese? Because I like it. It's fun. I enjoy it. And it's related to many of my hobbies and many other things. That's like the most basic answer I can give you. I would not... If you want me to go into more detail, fine, sure, I guess. But it's just fun. I like it. I don't know. What can I say? But yeah, there are more reasons other than that. But yeah, cool. Calendar. Yay. Okay, Okay, look. It looks very scuffed because it's tiny, but trust me, those are trees, okay? That's key. That is in fact this, okay? It's just very tiny. But trust me, it is that. Prosperous. This was some weird thing about like day after day. Yeah. Stop. Don't matter. Good luck. Oh, it's more like good fortune for whenever you draw one of these things. Yeah, that's good fortune, except I wrote the one for old instead. Yeah, that's good fortune. That's good. So if you ever draw a good fortune or something, it's from that. You know, in the shrines I have these fortune things. This is like good luck. So rather than good luck, I really should rename the flashcard to good fortune. And with that, I think it would be easier for me to remember this one. Instead, since I'm lazy and I don't want to say it again, I'm just going to pass it. Don't tell anyone though. Disaster. Desk. Should be like that. Yes, it is. Cool. Hold on. Flame inflammation. Yeah. Tree. Yes. So let me. So basically, I'm learning kanji in two ways. Okay. The first one that we're doing right now is I'm using this book, Heisig Kanji. James Heisig. Remembering the kanji, right? So with this, you use a bunch of real life things and stories and little things and you associate all the radicals to different meanings, and you build up stories in a way that makes sense to you or to each one, right? Depending on your imagination and the different things, and you associate every radical with a little thing, right? Or a meaning, right? This, for example, tree. And then if you put when here, it becomes desk. Why? Because in my case, had a desk made out of wood with a bunch of papers, and often the wind, which is this radical, would blow all the papers away. Because I had to open the window a lot during summer because it was way too hot. So why is tree and wind a desk? Well, that's the meaning and the story I decided to make up, right? This is like the radical for wind, because wind itself is, I believe it's something like this. Something like this, I believe. That's it. But yeah, stuff like that. And that's how I'm trying to remember like the basic meaning of kanji in a way, and trying to remember a lot of kanji because there's a lot. And then the thing is, this book is not too practical for learning proper Japanese, because a bunch of the basic meanings it's giving you either do not apply because it's old, or they get expanded much more with like different readings and different nuances and stuff. So it's more like an interesting way to just practice the writing and learn things and trying to find good methods to remember things. Then later on, I have another flashcard thing I call internet pickups, where I can brute force a bit more words that I see very often on the internet somehow, be it through streams or Twitter or YouTube, but mostly nowadays it's streams. And I just add them and I brute force them because I can, because I keep seeing them over and over and over. Like, right? So, for example, Gambaru. So for Gambaru, right? Gambaru. Geez, now I forgot pretty sure it's something like this. Let's look it up real quick, okay? Shall we? Gambaru. Yeah, So I did get it right. So for Gambaru, actually this left kanji for stubborn, I already had learned from Heisig kanji, so remember that this one was super easy the moment I actually saw it on a proper word. And this, it's just the second part, which I was not too familiar with, but because I keep seeing this kanji, I was able to brute force it on with the other flashcards, right? So that's the other way. It's a bit more of a brute force, but since they are so common anyway, or I find them interesting enough, they shouldn't be too hard to remember. And eventually, I'll reach the point where in Heisig's kanji book, I'm learning this kanji anyway, and I can find an interesting story that ties everything up in a good way, right? And it just becomes super easy to memorize. But yeah, that's how basically I'm going about kanji. Is it the most practical way? No. Is it the best way to learn Japanese? Heck no, not either. Because proper Japanese and proper grammar, I'm going at a much slower pace, which can be considered bad, but I'm having so much fun with kanji and stories and stuff that I cannot help it. But later on, since I'm building such a strong base of knowledge of kanji and I'm going through the grammar in a interesting way that it's not very practical, but I'm learning how everything gets connected together. I'm building a very strong base, and once I keep going up, it will reach the point where I'll have like no issues or like very little issues. I'll reach the point where I'll be able to speak Japanese enough, and adding anything new to it should be pretty easy. Be it kanji or new words or stuff. Or heck, even new rules or exceptions to those rules. That's the idea. This is not the best way, it's not the most practical, but as long as I keep at it, I should be okay, I believe. Also, I just realized I've pretty much finished this entire page of kanji. Yeah, let's continue until there's like less than 100. It's not so much about mastering kanji and master everything else. It's just kanji is fun, and because I find kanji fun, I find studying it fun, and therefore I also find studying proper Japanese fun. Also, yeah, so for example, when learning grammar, I went about through Tai Kim's grammar guide, which teaches you everything there is to know about grammar slowly but surely, but it doesn't teach you how to say phrases. Because for example, Genki book jumps right into, okay, here's how you say ohayo, here's how you say oyasumi, here's how you say these phrases that will be more practical in real Japanese. In my case, no, I threw that off the window. I just kind of pick things up from anime and streams while I'm trying my best to build a strong base. Yeah, that's cool. Anyway, let's continue until there's like at least less than 100 flashcards for Heisig's kanji flashcards. But yeah, I'm gonna try to keep using the space here, because if I don't, it kind of bothers me. I like it. This is katana or sword. Revise. Naka or Chu. Oh, this was approach, draw near. Yeah, okay. Approach, draw near. I was thinking of something that approaches, not in terms of you approaching. You remember from watching anime, it puts things in reversals? Not really. Butchan, ohayo. I don't know. Konbanwa. Nihon wa, yoru no 11時でしょ。はい。 So no, doctor. The thing is, Japanese do not say things in reverse. It's just that their sentences end with a verb. They always end with a verb or with like an implied state of being in terms of like is or exists, right? So it's not like it's reverse. It's just like they always have to end with a verb. So one, it's people say, oh, it's just reverse. Think of it as reverse, right? Instead of I did X. Well, how to say? So okay, let's say I study Japanese. In terms of that, I'd say watashi wa, which is still I, Nihongo o Japanese to benkyou shimasu, to study. It's just I needed to end with the benkyou shimasu, which is the act to study. The sentence, but I could have also said Nihongo o about Japanese, watashi wa me o benkyou shimasu, because it doesn't matter because the particle is already telling in the sentence what it's doing. So as long as it ends with a verb, it's not exactly reverse. It is an easy enough way to think about it, and you can go about it just fine. But it's not exactly that. But yeah, things are in fact said differently in Japanese. Agreement. Oh yeah. I kind of hate this kanji simply because of the story I made up. Like sometimes I make up stories that kind of piss me off a little, but they make it easier to remember. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, I should probably stop abusing this page. Okay, so I lost track of where it was, but I swear I just draw that kanji. Awesome, you finally understand. Yay. No problems. So, ain't that nice? Okay, so there's a sense of satisfaction, even almost kind of like pride when I look at this. I don't know, maybe it's just me. And I'm like, damn, I drew this many? Yeah, exactly. See, doctor? If it pisses me off, I'll remember it. Which, you know, as long as I remember it, I feel accomplished. But at the same time, it's like, eh. But yeah, seeing this is cool. It's cool. Big fan. Well, this is not for Sekai. This is just the guide. Yeah. I'm not sure about the orders, the order of the rally codes. I believe it's that. But I don't know. Cut. Kiru. Is it Kiru or Kiru? Haven. No. Help. There we go. Not that. Kiru. Not that one. Kiru. Hi. Doctor, PhD, basically, it's basically this, which, it's just for, I remember it basically because of Hakase, because then, yeah, this complicated kanji, and then, this, I believe. Actually, let's look up Hakase real quick. Which, you know, it's in fact common in anime and stuff, right? There it is. Hakase. So, yeah. I mean, funnily enough, I looked up this kanji when watching Nichijo, which for an anime called Nichijo, you wouldn't expect Hakase to be one of the words there, but yeah. Nichijo is very fun, by the way. If you've not seen that or read that, pretty fun. Oh, guys, so it's this for like vice president, or vice something, right? Let's see, vice president, right? There it is. Fuku. So this Fuku is that. Are these speedruns notes for the JP version of the game? Yeah, there are. I'm making Rockman EXE to speedrun notes. Yeah. Field to grow stuff. Yeah, there's. I think it was, what was it? Habatake. Habatake. Hatake, yes. Yeah, Hatake. There we go. Hatake. There we go. That's the thing. Field. For fruits or vegetables. Yeah, that's why I just, on my flashcard, I just call it field to grow stuff. Right? Field for fruits, vegetable stuff. Cultivated land. Yeah, at that point, just field to grow stuff is probably the best way I'm gonna go about it. Gem in. Hey. This is, wow. Oh, page. Yeah. This radical shows up so much, and I give it the meaning of head, that when it shows up by itself, I'm thrown off. This is amount or quantity or something like that. I forget. Quantity. Cool. A person. Yes, that. Although I should have done this one a bit more to the left, so it looks like one kanji and not 1.5 kanji. Yeah, I mean, that's the idea. I do want to play games just in Japanese and learn through them, actually. Once the winter sales comes around, I want to buy a visual novel on Steam, play through on stream. And we can try to read it together and learn with it. Or, or play just the vulnerable games that I'm so familiar with in Japanese again. Because I know the entire plot and everything that's happening at every moment. So that could be interesting. Treetop. Page 3. Momo. Like, it's not like I'm studying to be able to read or those two. It's more like I'm gonna read and play through those to study. And eventually, I get to the point where that study is no longer very necessary, and I'll just be able to play through them easily. Yeah, we reached the sub 100, so I'm moving to the next flashcards. Okay, despite my exhalation just now, I do enjoy this, and I am having fun. Also, shoutouts to Persona 4. Big fan of that game. Birthday! Tanjobi. Tanjobi. I messed up. I did mess up. Hold up. I did not press anything on the flashcard yet. I remembered, okay? You need the radicals of say there, of you there. And then you continue. And then Joe and B are like super easy. Tanjo. Hey, remembered. Let's go. to think over or about. I'm pretty sure because I put the specifications or over and about of. I'm not thinking of omo, which would be this, but rather I'm trying to think of kangaru, which I believe it's like this. A bit scuffed on the tail, the down part. Oh, this is psi, well, at least, yeah. It's like for the utmost or the most. So for the best, you put next to it the kanji for tall and say saiko. For the strongest, you put the character for tsuyoi, strong, and it becomes saikyo, the strongest. You can use sai with a lot of things. I remember Mega Man being made for learning playing, and they are made for little kids, so they barely use kanji. They only use kanji for things that are super easy or everyone already kind of knows, or for names like netto or hikari, right? Netto, hikari. In fact, Chad calls land hikari instead of using netto like everyone else, which is this kanji, by the way, hikari. To move, ugoku. Yay! I don't know why I like ugoku so much, but it's such a fun kanji, dude. So fun. I'll write it again. Screw you. Okay, this one looks a bit more scuffed, like very, very tall. But whatever. What out? To take shelter in yadoru. 100. Gambare, arigato. Yeah, I messed this one up. Yadoru. That's oishi. We'll say in a bit. More interesting about fixing my yado or yadoru. Because I mean it's a roof, it's person, and it's 100, which makes the kanji for rock man. Should I tell him that Rockman is written in katakana and that this is not in fact the kanji for man? It makes sense. It's a roof, person, and 100, right? And that's for in yado. It's been a while. The problem with yado, it's I usually saw it with amayadori, as in taking shelter from the rain, and I saw that a lot during winter on Twitter. So I have not seen this since like what, May? Anyway, oishi with kanji. It was this oishi. The problem, yes, okay, we got it, chat, we got it. It looks a bit scuffed, the part for utsukushi, but it's just hitsugi and big. So it's, and I got those parts correct. Looks scuffed, but this is in fact oishi. It's not very common to see it with kanji, but it does happen. I've seen it quite a bit. Enough so much that I did a flashcard about it. Atarimae, like recently, obvious. Like, come on, really. Not at all. Oh, it's Zenzen. Zenzen. Tomorrow night, boring, really uninteresting. That's a long kanji. Which one? Osoi, slow. Fune, boat or ship. Actually, we ended up saying that this, in its entirety, it's for ship because it's big, but only this, it's for boat. Both are fune, I believe. Speaking of a mayadori, there we go. You just add ame instead, but say ama. There you go, amayadori. Oh, so koi. Koi ってなんだっけ? How was it? Oh, jeez, it's been a while. Wait, I think I remember. That's it! Bam, I got it. Let's go. Koi. So there's koi, which is for love, and there's this I, which is also for love. And the way I understand it, or the way I've been told is different, is that koi is just for like a romantic love. Like koibito is like a partner, be it girlfriend or boyfriend, stuff like that, right? And it's always been more about like this. You put dots above. Wait, are you following too? Nice. And then I is more of an affectionate kind of love. Like can in fact be applied to your romantic partner, but it's more of an affectionate, right? If you say I do, like in terms of I love you, it's more like you can use it on family and stuff like that, no problem. But if you try to use stuff like koi or something with anything else than a romantic partner, that's not how it works. But yeah, 2 words for love. That's how I understand them. You can try to look them up better than you think. Also, cool. I might. Sweet. Oh yeah. I don't know the reading for this. I just know it shows up a lot for Naisho. And I learned Naisho, and it kind of bothered me that I knew that show was for everything else. For when you do something like together, right, with someone else, is show or show. Right, that I'll show it to you real quick. Show. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have that one. Various, many, several. Like Ishoni is like together. Naisho is like secret. Kept between you. There's a very subtle difference between Naisho and Himitsu. But I'm not gonna get into that now. But yeah, this show does come up enough. I don't know why I decided that I'm gonna learn Nai separate from show, but yeah. Okay, we saw this one earlier. Unusual, strange, or to change, which is hen for unusual and strange, and kawaru to. We saw it like earlier, right? I was learning it. Bam. And na is also used very often. Ooh, okay, let's look it up on the dictionary real quick, shall we? Anai. Guidance leading the way, showing around. Oh, naruhodo. I also have this little. This extension is awesome, by the way. Oh, it even gave me. Do I know numbers? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can also say nana shichi. You can also say yon shi. But yeah. And then for bigger numbers than that, up to 100, it's so easy. So you just say, for example, for 20, you just say need you, as in, and this is 20, 2 times 10, bam. And then you say 20 something, well, you just add the other, need you go, so 25. There's not a lot of mystery to that. This was super easy to. Zero kanji is insane. Yeah, but does anyone ever use that? That's the thing, because I've not seen it ever. I see. Oh, this one. Is that really a kanji for zero? That's not hard at all. That's literally just the radical for ame, and then you put ima below for now. It's literally just two kanjis combined that are super common. Well, well, it's not quite ima because it has this little extra thing, but it's not hard. There are a lot of kanji in the decimals, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, one thing is that there's a kanji that exists. Another one is that it's used in actual real life. That's the thing. I mean, such the guy that is trying to learn literally every kanji using Heisig's kanji book. But that's beside the point, okay? Shut up. Oh, so we saw koi, here's I. Let's see if I can remember it. Oh yeah, I can. Why not? Oh, nioi. Smell. Natsu. Summer. Seikatsu. So this is just like the most common translation you'll see for this is life, but it has the nuance of like being more of a daily life, your daily activities, right? As in routine and such. I learned this from Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, but I still don't know the name in Japanese. What is it? Kobayashi no Maid of Dragon? Is that the Japanese name? Let's call it Dragon Maid. But yeah, whenever they talked about their life and whatnot and how it was boring, they used seikatsu, and it's more like their daily life, their routine and such. There's also jinsei, right, which is life, but it's more the life in terms of like a human life, a single being, right? So if you were to take a life away, as in kill someone, right, you wouldn't use jinsei for that in terms of like there are other words for like killing and all that, but jinsei, right, is that concept of alive. Then there's, right, do they add kanjis every year? No. If anything, they take away kanjis by saying, okay, forget the kanji, use katakana instead, like kohi. I kid you not, there's kanji for kohi. There's kanji for coffee. See, there's kanji for coffee, but everyone just says kohi anyway. But there's kanji for it that no one knows. It seems to be used just for zero. It makes sense. Makes sense. Isn't it like 0.000 or something? Like 0 point something? I don't know. I'm remembering this from a Dogen video. Actually, let's all watch the Dogen video together. Dogen. If you guys don't know Dogen, jeez. It's pretty good. It's pretty funny. Where's the one about the bank? Thanks. Where is it? So if again, I highly recommend Dogen if you don't know him. There are super short videos with amazing Japanese. This guy has done nothing but practice his pronunciation and pitch accent for the past I don't know how many years. He's like amazing, and the skits and videos he does are really funny. Where is it? Oh, I'm just gonna hold up, look it up real quick. Bank. No, Japanese supermarkets. Where is it? Where is? Hold up. ちょっと待ってね. I really, really wanna find the video. Where? What? I remember it. He was talking about having a bank account in Japan or something. Did he take it? There's no way, right? It should be somewhere. Come on. Hold up. I really want to watch this because it does talk about like it does use like the red and zero zero or something like that. Where is it? Where is it? I cannot find it. Jeez. Yeah, I cannot find it. Damn. I thought it was like one of the most popular videos. Actually, let's do that. Yeah, yeah, I cannot find it. Well, whatever. Again, if you don't know Doggin, I do highly recommend his videos. They're like 2 minutes short, but they're fantastic. Listen. Okay, so I did not put here. I put listen. So that means it's the other kiku. And the other kiku, I forget. JK, I'm awesome, and I'm fantastic. Yeah, it's this one. This is Mimi. This is like 10 almost, those sticks. This should be man. I don't even know. It's kind of like okay. What I'm trying to say, it is very scuffed, but it is there. Okay. So this one has the nuance of actually paying attention and listening, instead of kiku, the other one that you may know and seeing that is more common of just to hear. Yeah, there. Yeah, Zen Ryaku with like all of one's strength really. Zen is for like everything and all, and then Chikara, Ryaku. Zen Ryaku. And okay, this is Jinsei that I was talking about earlier. I mentioned it. Yeah, Jinsei. Go ahead. Voice. To choose. Did I put one too many O's there? No. Man, well, I just spoiled it. I just spoiled it. Well, no one saw anything, okay? And I should also add kimeru, as in to the side. But yeah. Whatever. Ramu. To choose. Yeah, whatever. Without to sing. Sing with miru and miru. Yeah, see? Those nuances are amazing. I love them. Yeah, it's more like to look and to actually view and observe, right? Okay. Also, I didn't know that was another kanji. Sorry, I got really close to the screen. I love it. Han, half, dude. Also, when I wrote here miru, it's for because I kept saying this expression of jiro jiro miru. But there's probably there's a kanji from Heisig kanji that was also to stare, which is this. There we go. But I think I don't know. It's just if you ever see this expression, is that don't really stare. I guess stare, right? Nothingness, known or not. So basically, nai or you. Probably read this much more often as mu. Night or mu. Yep. This one shows up so much that it's just. Actually, there's also for na or nashi or something like that. But yeah. This one for the special, extraordinary, tokubetsu. So, toku. Betsu. Yep, that sure is toku and betsu. Nemuru, to fall asleep. This one is not really it's to actually lose the consciousness and actually sleep, as opposed to neru, which is just to like go to bed in a way, right? That's how my understanding of it. Breathing, yeah, this is betsu. Yeah, I just saw it. Dude, everything's so white because it's been snowing for the past hour and a half. Dude, well, I finished my coffee, but coffee, snow, and studying kanji. What else could a guy want? That came out from the board of a weeb. I mean, that came out from the mouth of a weeb. So do take that with a grain of salt. It's something I know, right? I mean, it's the other way that the way that Heisig said is more like think of it as like India and stuff. How like cows are sacred, how they're very special, right? There are many ways you can go about it, but yeah, as long as you have the cow and the temple clear, it's good. And this is just for like different or separate. So I just think of something like it's very special or separate from other things, or in terms of extraordinary, right? So tokubetsu. This is sen for 1,000. I kept messing up sen and man, how to read them and all that. So I did flashcards. Yeah, for 1,000 and 10,000. Also, I still weird for me to think in terms of man. So if you ever read, you want to say 100,000, you say ju man, which is 10 times 10,000. If you want to say 1,000,000, you say hyakuman, which is 100 times 10,000. And that's a bit weird for me. But it's a matter of getting used to it, I guess. So this is nen. If you ever hear nen no tame or nen no tame ni, right? In terms of like doing something just in case or for that. There are other ways to use nen, but bottom line is I forgot how to write it. I think it was something like that. Oh, never mind. Yeah, see? I forgot it. What can you do about it? Which, having ima and kokoro together. It does make sense. Someone remind me to mark this as wrong when I finish practicing it, and not to just slap my keyboard to go to the next one. Because that does happen quite often. Man, that's some sexy sax. Holy. I feel like the music is too quiet now. Sannen. Yes, that too. Yes, that's the other. I was trying to think of another word where I seen the kanji for nen. I couldn't remember, but it was that. Thank you, sannen. So. Nanji? Well, Nanji? Well, it's right here on stream, you idiot. Man, 10,000. We were just talking about man. How is it that I start talking about some other concept or idea or that is related to the flashcard I'm seeing, and then like 3 flashcards later it shows up. I'm talking about Sekatsu, I mentioned Jinsei, bam, Jinsei shows up. Talking about sen and counters and numbers. I mentioned man, man shows up. Ame! Dude. I love writing Ame. This is so much fun. Nigate. Actually no, heta. Yeah, nigate is different. Nigate, yeah. Because it does bother me a little bit that this is both umai and jozu, when umai is a bit more colloquial, right? More informal. But for heta and nigate, I mean, did I say? Yeah. It's different kanji, which, to be fair, it's easy to remember, because this is for kurushi, to suffer, right? That we saw earlier. So it's not like it's hard to remember, differentiate nigate from heta, but yeah, this is heta, and this is nigate, this is heta. I was just making the difference. Yeah. I'll mark it as correct because I have very clear the different idea. It's just when I'm trying to go fast, the first thought that pops out is unskillful nigate. Because nowadays, I used to see a lot more heta because anime and stuff. But nowadays, when watching VTubers and streamers and stuff, nigate does show up way more often. And nowadays, whenever I refer to something like that, I tend to use way more nigate. Wait, why did I press the space bar? Hoshi. Yes, yeah, that's often in animes, and I've read a couple of tweets where they use it. Yeah, more than with hiragana, they use katakana, so they go heta kuso. Heta kuso. Yeah, heta kuso. It's more like to suck ass or to be really bad, but I'm pretty sure it's more informal. Not something you'd be wanna be using around very much unless you're very close with someone. I'm not gonna bother marking Hoshi as wrong because I'm pretty sure I wrote it yesterday or the day before that, and I got it correct, and it's no problem. Anyway. Oh, kangeru. To think about something. Or over. Oh, hanasono. Hana, flower, and this is like garden or park. You probably seen this in Koen. And sometimes I do think, isn't it Hana Hanaen or something? But no, Hanatsono. Hanatsono. It's not Hanasono, it's Hanatsono. Or Gaen, I guess. and then going, but I did have it. Yeah, you know, we got going. But park. But yeah, Flower Garden. There's so much else to say. Now this one is super easy to remember thanks to SS, which is another chatter. Tsukareru. So once you know that this is for like feeling unwell related to sickness and stuff, and that this, not in that order, is for skin, kawa, then the tsukareru comes together very nicely. And whenever you see itami, also comes better very nicely, and for gare as well, it comes out very nicely. It's almost like knowing radicals helps learn kanji. Wow, impressive. Who would thunk? I believe it's this. I kinda did mess it up. I want to mark it as correct, but I messed it up. It doesn't look very good here. It looks tiny, and the quality of this camera is not the best, but I did mess it up. Sabishi. I'm not sure when it's read as Sabishi or Sabishi, or if there's any difference between that, or what. I just kind of know the kanji. Yeah, let's put it again. Saikyo, strongest. Saikyo. Yeah, that's right. Saikyo. Round. Oh. Sometimes I don't even know what I intended. Like, this doesn't help. Oh, Marui. Hi. Marui. Yeah. It's funny. This kanji is super easy for me to learn. Thanks again to James Heisig. You basically take the number 9, and you add a little bit thing, and you just round it up to 10 anyway. So I think of rounding up, and then it immediately becomes round. Anyway. And that's how it helps me think of Maru. Umai. Because it has the E. If we take away the E, it becomes Jozu. Skillful. To persevere. Good luck. Do I really want to write Gambaru yet another time? I'm pretty sure I wrote it. Yeah, I wrote it here. Since I wrote it here, I'm just going to say I know it already. Thank you. I got lazy because it does have a lot of strokes, okay? Fine, I'll do it again, whatever. Ganbaru. There we go. Natural, Shisen. So, again, I was able to learn this one very easily. Because Shadowverse, the card game had a trope, a set of cards that was focused around natura, natura we call it in English, or on trees and stuff. And in Japanese, whenever I put the game in Japanese, which I did a couple of times to try to get a little bit better, it was Shizen. Yep. Also, it's quite a common word. I'm pretty sure Mushisen as in unnatural is how you say it, right? Mushisen. Or how is it unnatural? Actually, hold up. Not Muri. Come on. Fushisen. It's something with Shisen. Or that's when I heard it at some point. whatever. I give up. Yeah, shizen is natural. Anyway. Music. Ongaku. Man, I always forget. So, okay, I believe it's... So you have Oto for sound, and then the one for Tanashi, I believe. Cool, okay. Sometimes I mix up and I put the Tanashi kanji first and I reverse it. So reading it is easy. Writing it, sometimes I mess up. Feel kanji. Jeez. I sure did. Kanji. Utmost. Are you just asking of me to write sai? Yes, I was just asking of me to just write sai one more time. Even though in the flashcards I have saikyo, saiko, saishu, saisho. I have all of those. Yet I made another flashcard for just sai. Okay, cool. Dude, good job, Dallas of the past. God. Mitsameru, to wake up or like to open your eyes in like metaphorical and literal sense, in both sense. Or you can also use a particle with me, like mega sameta, right? As in, oh, you open your eyes, the eye, right? In a way. I'm pretty sure yesterday night even I was watching anime and I'm pretty sure they used mega sameta. Right? Metsameru. Remember this is with za and not sa. And I'm trying to remind that to myself mostly. Metsameru. To trust makaseru. Makaseru. To trust or leave it to someone. To get angry. Okoru. Oh no, the goes up. Sometimes I try to write where the thing goes inside and outside. Considering this is a new verb, it does make a lot of sense that it goes here. Although that's nonsense because for like taberu, the be is also outside. So that's nonsense. Yeah, okoru, to get angry, basically. Kas, to lend, or basically. Man, okay. And this time, I will not mess it up. I will not put the little tick atop that makes it kata or ho. Hana. Flower, yeah. Chigao. I put some different minutes to make sure I know. Oh, no. I'm trying to say Betsuni. Betsuni here? Why am I trying to remember Chigao? Am I trying to remember Betsuni? Dude, what did I mean? I made this flashcards a long time ago. Okay, for argument's sake, let's try to use both, okay? Betsu, or Betsuni, and Chigao, should be this. Okay, I was trying to say Betsu. Let's look up Chigao real quick, just in case, to reassure ourselves. That is in fact Chigao, not Chigao. Thank you very much. It is Chigao. Bad. What do we? that choice. Shita. I don't know why I decided that learning the reading for Shita is important. I guess I didn't want to confuse it with Shita because it was one of the first few ones I made, to be fair. Shita. So for tongue is Shita. Well, both have the same reading. Never mind. Shita. Photograph. Shashin. Okay, I put the little thing on top for the thing, which messes it up. Mark it as hard, simply because I don't want to do many more today. Tokyo. Yeah, that sure is Tokyo. Quit to resign. No, to give up is akirameru. To quit and to resign is yameru. Yameru was like I forget. No, I did not forget. We got it, chat. We got it. Scuffed? Yes. Forgot? No. So we take those. And now the music is way too quiet. Audio balancing is very hard, you guys. Tsuredas, basically. Now it's way too loud. My bad. But to be fair, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Gomenne. I'm so sorry. Holy shit. My bad. I sincerely apologize for your ears, your neighbors, whatever. Holy shit. Jeez. Okay, there we go. So sorry. I'm so sorry. Holy shit. Okay. Now it should be like a proper audio balance. Anyway, to the is it loud now? I'll turn it down a bit. It's really hard to keep it because the problem is since this is a big playlist, sometimes there are some songs that are really loud or some that are very quiet. Oh, before, yes. Okay, now that's way too loud. Yeah, no, I accidentally turned this light to the maximum and that killed the audio. Anyway, to the dust. Yeah. I forgot this and I forgot to connect that, but lonely, sabishi. She. I know. Oh, there's the. I messed it up again, but I don't want to add it again. Here, come in. Yeah, I messed it up even. 1.2 years? Lonely Boy Dallas? kind of want to say something, but I am in fact living by myself right now. No, I'm okay then. I'm good. I like to meme about that, and I probably should not. 1.2 years? Do I not want to see this kanji ever again for 1.2 years? No, because I did mess it up. Ah, right. Ignore that I completely butchered the order. Okay, since earlier we did chigao. I'm so used to doing this part first and then adding, the little path below. In this case, you do this part first. I'm pretty sure. Right. Right. Yeah. See. I know what I'm doing. Since I have that fact very clear, I'm just gonna pass it. Cuts to win. It was something like that. Sure was. It looks a bit scuffed, but there are in fact 2 dots there. There are in fact 2 lines horizontal. There are in fact 2 vertical, and there's in fact the chikara. One. Slow. It's easier. It's much easier to remember osoi when you know that in the middle, that there, it's hitsuji. Yep. Study. Oh yeah, this is study on the Heisig Kanji book. When I'm here, I literally mean to study, which I should probably add a 2 to the flashcard. The problem is, if I update the flashcard, it will reset the time when it's due. I don't wanna. But basically, benkyo. It's not like I write benkyo every day on my stream title, right? Well, I type it. I don't really write it. Whatever. Benkyo. Yeah, there you go. Sometimes I like writing up top the little. Is that the furigana? I forget which one is the kana that goes outside and which one is the top one. There's like furigana and some other okuriga or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend like I remember at all. Rainbow, Niji. It's a bug and a craft. Well, not something crafty or something. I don't know. Come up with your own story. To start. Okay, so do I mean Hajimaru or Hajimete? I'm pretty sure I'm Hajimaru. Which I kind of forgot, not gonna lie. What's with it? Hi. Well. I don't know why I stopped on my tracks, by the way. Do I need more coffee? That's good. Oh, I guess it's because it is colder, because it's snowing and all that. Today it's actually much a cold day. We're gonna read this beside or above the kanji. Test trial. So. The mesh, and if you use the step, the mesh, it's, yeah. I thing, the love and affection, skillful, or might, or Joseph. add the little parenthesis there. First time. Oh, this is Hatsu for sure. Yeah. Oh, I'm here. I'm in Fuku. To get up, to wake up. As in Okiru. What was it? I know it has something to do with this one. For like Hashiru. And I'm pretty sure it's just this. Actually. Oh, there we go, that's it. This is Okiru, right? Hey, we did it. I remembered it. Sometimes I do the mess up this radical thingy, right? Which is actually just this. So 1, 2, 3. Sometimes I confuse it with this one. Because the motions are the same, right? 1, 2. Except instead of doing this, you do like this. The little hook. It's different. And sometimes my head just goes bam, bam, and does this one. Because I feel like I prefer doing this one, or it's more common, or it's more intuitive. Something happens inside my head that I do this one more often than this. To think, or more. In this case, I mean more. Red. Aka. Akai. Aka. Akai. To use. Scout. Scout. Face. What do you mean? Gao? Gao. I never properly learned like Gao in terms of like Heisig, Kanji or everything. But once you know or associate this with head as a radical, I don't know why this feels intuitive, or rather, I kind of like writing this. It's kind of fun. And also, if you add Warao in front of Gao, the one that I'm just butchering right now, you get Egao, or a smile. Ain't that lovely? Near, close, Chikai. Like, I love those things also. Like, combining two kanjis of two nouns and stuff, and making one that makes a ton of sense. Like, to laugh and face, or the face you make when you laugh. Guys, I love it. One day I'll stop gushing about kanji. That will not be today. Dachi. 今 no, or when read as with others, usually kondo. Go high, like junior. Important, big deal. And daiji. No. So now I wrote the one for right instead of koto. So there we go. Now I'm drawing daiji. There we go. No such thing as too much love for kanji. Glad we all agree. To slip to fall asleep. Memory. So we do me first, then we do this top part first, then we go like this and this. There we go. That's an memory. Hey. Sound. Oto. Which for me it's quite funny because you have Tetsu up top and then so like I even though this is just for sound, I think of to wake up when the sun or something to stand up. I like to use stand up and wake up a bit interchangeably, which probably I shouldn't. But in Spanish they have the same word, which is levantar. So anyway, something wakes me up with probably a big old sound, big old loud sound, even though it has nothing to do with loud sound or to actually wake up. This just helps me remember, I guess. I don't know. Everyone can remember however they want. So it's kind of scuffed because instead of I did it very like thin or whatever, but yeah, that's because that's yameru we saw it earlier, which is to quit or to resign, and then to give up, akirameru, is different. Here, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it is there. I got it correct this time. It's hard to see though. To begin to start, haji. It is there, yeah. My Maru does look a bit scuffed, but... Oh, wait, what? I finished already? Excuse me? What? Are we just kind of pressing the spacebar? We're done? It's been 2 hours? Cool, okay. Okay, cool. That was fun. Let's actually do some grammar now. Yeah, I mean, there are more Heisig Kanji flashcards, but I think for today we are good on that, aren't we? I mean, I could, but like I do kind of wanna move on to grammar. Because I also do enjoy learning grammar, because at some point I do have to end the stream. We cannot spend all day here doing kanji, adding more kanji, and then going through the entire book of grammar, as much as I would like to. Okay, so let's move on to the grammar section of today's lesson. Oh my god, wait, 今日は6日目. Hi. Today's the 6th day of studying every day. It's not the 5th day. The title should say 6th day, shouldn't it? It does. But sometimes I forget to update it on my layout. Whoops. Also, let's do this. Yay. Anyway. So, for grammar, I already explained a bit earlier that how we're studying stuff and, you know, how we're going about kanji. But right now, for grammar, we're using Tai Kim's guide to grammar. We are on chapter 4, part 4.4, anyway, which is compound sentences. So let's look at my notes of everything I did yesterday and stuff. So, as a quick reminder, every new vocabulary and words that we're learning with the book itself, I'm writing them down here. Yesterday were chitsure, odayaka, undo, and yasumi. Actually, fun fact, we learned odayaka like yesterday, and earlier this morning I saw it used on Twitter. So that was cool. I was like, yo, I can read this now. Those little victories are everything to me. Like, yo, I can read this now. Like, yo, I can understand this now. Pog, let's go. So that's pretty cool. Well, shout outs to Phoenix, right? Music. Yeah. So, let's see what we saw yesterday. Let's look at the notes. So yesterday we saw reason or causation. Nowadays I'm going a bit slower through the grammar guide, but I'm trying to take very good notes and properly understand everything that I'm seeing because it's new to me. So the other day we started learning how to do compound sentences using the well, this was 2 days ago, but I'll brush over it real quick, right? So to connect nouns together or not adjectives, you use the, kind of like an and in terms of meaning. For e adjectives or conjugations in negative, you change the e for kute. So the typical janakute that you hear. So yeah, and you just kind of connect them. For verbs, you change them to past, and the ta or da changes to de or te, depending, right? For negative, it's the same. You use the final tense of the verb, right? So the final verb determines the tense, the sentence, and also for formal stuff, you basically change it to past and do the exact same thing to te. So for example, des, deshta, deshte, and mas, mashta, mashte. So kind of like, hajimashite, wow, brain fart. Hajimemashite, there we go. Kind of like, is it because of that, hajimemashite? Or is this like a set expression I'm putting two and two together somewhere I shouldn't be? I don't know. Anyway, that's how to combine sentences, kind of to mean and do multiple things or multiple things. Then we saw reason or causation using kara and de. So basically, objection. Sorry, I like that song too much. Igiri. Anyway, so basically you say reason, kara, result. So, for example, 時間がなかったからパーティーに行けませんでした。So the reason is like there was no time. Kara, the result then becomes that you didn't go to the party, right? You can also almost interchangeably use no de, and it's a bit softer. So ちょっと忙しいのでそろそろ失礼します。The thing is, there's a little nuance there that no de is more of causation. X happened, and therefore Y happened. So you're giving an explanatory tone to the first thing, and then the Y thing happened. For kara is explicit. The second thing that you're gonna say about kara and the what things comes after is explicitly because of the first thing, right? So explicit. And it's important to notice that. And that's why no de is a bit softer, because it's not really explicitly and so forced. And then we saw no ni for to mean despite, basically. So despite, so it's sentence 1, despite the fact that sentence 2 is in the ways of sentence 2, no ni, sentence 1. So right, let's just look at the example real quick. 学生なのに彼は勉強しない. So even though he's a student, he doesn't study. So despite he's a student, despite the first thing, the second thing happens. And that's how you use no ni. Also, because the no de and no ni, that no is still the particle, you still need to use the na for nouns and adjectives. So, gakusei na no ni. Cool. So, let's learn today's lesson. New things. Let's go. Expressing contradiction using ga and kedo. Let's look at the vocabulary list first. Depato, iku. So every new word that I have not seen before, or I don't know, I will be writing on my vocabulary thing. Sorry. So nani or none, zenzen, hoshi, tomodachi, kiku, shiru, kyo, hima. I'm pretty sure I already have hima, because it came up as an example earlier on the book. It should be somewhere, yeah, hima. It's right here. It's hard to see, but there it is. There it is. If I get any closer, I'm probably gonna drop the camera. But it's there. Kind of scuffed. What are you gonna do about it? Hima. Ashita, isogashii, kare, mata, suki, ii mono, takusan, aru, biru, omoshiroi. No new words here. Well, that's everything we've already seen. 全部をもう知ってた。Cool. So, let's see. Used in the same manner as kara and de, ga and kedo also connect two sentences together, but this time to express a contradiction, just like kara, contradiction. Just like kara, the declarative da is required for nouns and not adjectives. And just like kara and no de, either part of the contradiction can be left out. Okay, so let's see. Quick. デパートに行きましたが、何にも欲しくなかったです。So, I went to the apartment, but there was nothing I wanted. デパートに行きましたが、I went to the department store, but 何にも欲しくなかった。Nothing. But I wanted nothing basically. But yeah, there was nothing I wanted. It's like the more natural translation. But the literal in terms of like helping me think Japanese. 何も欲しくなかった。Okay. 友達に聞いたけど知らなかった。So I asked or heard from a friend, but he or I didn't know. So that's a problem with kita. That without context, you can't really know if it's for hear or to ask. 友達に聞いたけど知らなかった。So I asked a friend, but he didn't know, or I heard from a friend, but I didn't know, but I didn't know. Context, again, it depends. This is an example, so anyway. 今日は暇だけど明日は忙しい。That's pretty straightforward. Today I'm free, but tomorrow I'll be busy. だけど彼がまだ好きなの。Right. Instead of saying 好きなんだ, it'sなの. So it's more of a yeah. なるほど. So that may be so. So だけどit is I still like him. 彼がまだ好きなの. It translated as but it is that I still like him. Again, a very weird way to translate it. Like it'd be like maybe so, or but I still like him. Yeah. It is that I is the author's attempt to make sure you clearly understand no. But yeah. So let's see. Let's continue. Hopefully you can read that. Zoom, please. There we go. So it may seem odd, but kiku can either mean to listen or to ask. You may think this may become confusing, but the meaning is usually clear within context. In the second example, we are assuming that the friend didn't know, so the speaker was probably asking the friend. Yet again, we see the importance of context in Japanese because this sentence can also mean, I heard from a friend, but I didn't know, since there is neither subject nor topic. Similar to the difference between kara and node, gas has a softer tone and is slightly more polite than kedo. Though this isn't a rule as such, it is generally common to see ga attached to mas, so mas ga, or des ending on kedo, des kedo, attached to a regular plain ending. A more formal version of kedo is keredo, and even more formal is keredomo. Oh, yeah, I've heard those before as well, which we may see later when we cover formal expressions. Keredo, I've heard that before. Unlike the English word for contradiction such as but or however, kedo and ga do not always express a direct contradiction. Oftentimes, especially when introducing a new topic, it is used as a general connector of two separate sentences. For example, in the following sentences, there is no actual contradiction, but ga and kedo are used simply to connect the sentences. Sometimes the English and becomes a closer translation than but. Depato, okay, so let's look at the examples real quick. Depato ni ikimashita ga, ii mono ga takusan arimashita. Okay. Matrix o mita kedo omoshirakatta. Naruhodo. Yeah, these do seem a little bit weird when, I keep thinking about contradictions and stuff. But sure, okay. Good to know. Good to know that it's not always a direct contradiction. Okay, so let's... this is another very short lesson. Okay, that's cool. It's literally only one page. Okay. So the declarative that is required for nouns and adjectives. So yeah, you come to see yeah, masu ga desu kedo, and then keredo and keredomo. And then we highlight not always a direct contradiction. So, see, I like doing those kind of things, highlighting. I like having clean notes that at any point I can go back and remember stuff because it's clearly noted and pointed. And in case I ever want to share these notes with someone, honestly, I wouldn't mind. So, yeah. So, it's connect sentences to express a contradiction. But not always. Not always a direct contradiction. No, not always is it used for a direct contradiction. More so just a connector. Right, a way to connect stuff. Okay. So we'll write here that ga is a bit softer. But it's common to see masuka and desu kedo. Oh, it's getting really scuffed because I'm on the end of the page. For formal, and even more formal is querido. That kid does look a little bit weird, but anyway. And for formal querido and queridomo is the most formal, I guess, or the most that we are learning here. Rather. Oh, that's why my kid looks weird. I'm doing que wrong. Shame of me. I do tend to mess up. Get it. That's why I look so weird. So I did like this instead of this. No. I can sort of fix this. As much as I don't like using this. And I'm gonna end up destroying my notebook. It's fine. It's fine. I'd rather use this. Man, that destroys my beautifully crafted notes. But it is what it is, lads. It is what it is. Yeah, querido and queridomo. Let's put some examples. Before that, ga, quedo, querido, queridomo, masuka, desquedo. I should probably not highlight that much, but those are basically the ones that are important to notice. Okay, examples. I want to write 2 examples real quick. Oh, I forgot to write something actually on the notes. Man, okay, my notes today are very sloppy and I hate it. Again, the clarity, the required for nouns and adjectives. Now we go to the examples. Unfortunately, this looks so bad. I hate it. I hate it so much. And now the problem is it's gonna even affect the other page because you're gonna be able to kind of see through that. Jeez. Okay, what was I in? Oh, examples, yeah. think I'm gonna write the tomodachi ni kita kedo shiranakatta. I do like that one. Or I could just say 今日は暇だけど明日は忙しい. Let me look up hima real quick though. Hima. So it's not hima, it's hima. Okay. Yeah, let's write that one down. I think it's a good example. 今日は今だけどThat's okay. 明日は忙しい. Oops. Sorry. だけど今日は暇だけど明日は忙しい. For me it's the contrary. 今日はちょっと忙しいけど yeah, because it's an e adjective. So I don't need to say だけどちょっと忙しいけど明日は暇. Oh, actually, I should say himata. Or the other alternative is like 今日は忙しいですけど明日は暇です. Right? Something like that. Yes. I want to write the also I guess we could say daga, right? So if we were to omit this reason, daga something, right? Which not because now that I think about it, I have heard daga before. Daga, as in but. So like in this example, instead of saying だけど彼はまだ好きなの, you could use だが彼はまだ好きなの. Or let's change it to something. I'd say だが彼女はまだ好きなんだ or 好きなんです. Right. Yeah, sure, let's do it. And I don't know, I can just write as many examples or as few as I want. Because what's bothering me here is that I didn't add. That you need to write the if you're omitting the first part. Much like kara, right? だからこれをあった. Right? This happened. Right. I read this one for now. Pato ni ikemashita ga ii mono takusan arimashita. I'm running out of space now. Arimashita, whatever. And we say that for this example, it's not really a direct contradiction. Okay, let's put another short example. Like, actually, yeah. I actually like an example with this kiddo. So wait, well, hold up. This isn't a rule as such. It's just usually common to see ga attached to masu ga or desu ga ending, and kedo attached to a regular plain ending. Oh, so I completely misunderstood that in a way. I was so fixated in the Skido that I completely forgot that Desuga is also a common thing I've heard. This note's ended up awful. I'm quite upset with myself. Yeah, this looks awful, dude. Like I don't even want to look at this anymore. It's clear to me. Masuga, desuga, takito. Daga, kito. It ended up. Oh, whoa. Like the concepts and how to use it ended up being clear to me, but the way I wrote it in the notes, I'm completely dissatisfied with. You know what? Let's just keep learning. Let's not get stuck on that. Okay, so expressing multiple reasons using she. So let's see vocabulary real quick. どうして友達先生 Toshiyue. I'm pretty sure I don't have that one, but we'll see. 彼好き優しいかっこいい面白い I should have 優しい I'm pretty sure I should. But I'm not sure if I ever wrote Toshiyue. And I think I did. But I'm not sure. Like I don't want my list of vocabulary to have repeats, right? You know, like whoever wants repeats of anything. Yeah, I'm not saying Toshiwe or Yasashi. Like I'm so used to hentai. Okay, is that the hentai for change? Because it has the hand of Kawaru, or the one for like, you know, pervert or weirdo? Why are you trying to teach me that word? Yasashi, okay, fun Yasashi. But Toshiue is not here. Okay. Let's look it up, shall we? Hentai. Okay, so it's actually it's for both. No. Is it for both? Why am I learning this? Come yeah, let's just write Toshiue, which is just year and above. So it's like not really hard, but Toshi. I made the Toshi really big. Oops. Oh. Toshi. So I'm just wanna write as older. There's no way you can hear the music right now because it's so quiet. Yeah, I'm not writing hentai, Buchan. Maybe next time. When you want to list reasons for multiple states or actions, you can do so by adding she to the end of each relative clause. It is very similar to the ya particle, except that it lists reasons for verbs and state of being. Again, for states of being, da must be used to explicitly declare the state of being for any non-conjugated noun or non-adjective. Let's look at some examples. どうして友達じゃないんですか？先生だし、年上だし、well, they're older, they're the teacher, right? どうして彼が好きなの？優しいし、かっこいいし、面白いから。There's no good balance for audio. There's never is a good balance for audio. I hate it. Notice that 優しくてかっこよくて面白いから could also have worked, but much like the difference between do and ya particle, she implies that there may be other reasons. なるほど。So the difference between to and ya or toka is that there could be other reasons. So she and the te form has also that distinction. Naruhodo. Okay, and again, another very short lesson. Sure, okay. I'm all for it. And example 2 is exactly what I'm going to write down. It seems like a very good example. I'm going to hit the lamp right now. Yep, I did. Yeah, sorry. I should probably not be stretching on stream. But I woke up at 7:30. 7時半に起きたからちょっと疲れる。Oh, damn. Okay, so the snow is actually starting to pile up. Which, okay, here's the problem. As much as I like snow, today I have to go buy groceries. Walk in. It's gonna be very, very cold. Yuki 好きだけど、あとは買い物に行きますから。I don't know, something, samui. I don't even know where I was going with that. We'll see. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep taking good old notes, shall we? Multiple reasons with she. Want to list reasons for multiple states? You can do so by adding she to the end of its relative class. And it's very similar to the yeah. Yeah. For states of being, that must be used. And that's all the notes we're gonna take, really. Where multiple states or actions you're fucking laughing at sample 1B. Sensei dashi, toshioi dashi. I mean, does it not make sense? I don't know, because I actually did get kind of close with some professors, some teachers back in high school. In terms of like I do extra projects for them, like outside of classes or something, because it'd be cool. She expects drama. Yeah, actually, speaking of drama and stuff like that, Higehiro is a very good anime. Anyway, let's continue. Yeah, I don't know. Look, I shouldn't have said anything because it may have sounded weird. But to be fair, basically, I was very lonely and depressed in high school, and a teacher or two took a little bit of pity and approaching it a bit more. But it's nothing weird or anything. It was like, hey, are you okay? Yes, okay. Like, why don't you work on this for me? Like, yeah, sure. I don't know. Let's just continue with the Japanese and forget I said anything. Okay, okay. she to the end of each relative clause. So you add she at the end of each relative clause. Similar to yeah. She implies that there may be other reasons. Oh, that's a very bad she I just wrote. Yeah, so similar to yeah, she implies there may be more. Yeah. Non-conjugated nouns or non-adjectives, like the usual. Let's use example 2. But let's try to add a not adjective, so I can try using the she. So not only she, she. So what could be like a nice not adjective? I was thinking of just using Shizuka, like oh he's a quiet, nice guy. He doesn't bother anyone, or something. I don't know if that's a good reason. Does any cool adjective come to mind? I could look through my list of vocab. I could would Okanemochi dashi work? Like he's rich? That's a very good reason why a lot of girls like guys, isn't it? Unfortunately. It depends. I'm not gonna say that girls are into money, but it is hard to deny that some do that. No, just Shizuka. For quiet, I guess. For the sake of example, really. So yeah, let's do example. Example A. Doshite. Oh, I forgot to add the u for doshite, and I just write doshite. No, it's doshite. Again with the bad notes. Doshite kare ga suki nano? B goes like it's a she. Oh my god. Yep. It's a she. It's a she. Gakkoi she. You see, god damn it. Shizuka the she. I'll be going. お疲れ様。はい。見に来てくれてありがとうございます。おみかんさん。またね。Thanks for watching. See you around, dude. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I appreciate that. I won't be going on for much longer anyway, but we'll see. Maybe now that it's snowing like hell, I may not actually go outside. But yeah, またね。Sorry about all these sounds. Moving things around the table. 面白いから。白いから。So, し、かっこいいし、静かだし。面白いから。はいはいはい。That's how you make good notes. And now we highlight she, because that's really only I need to highlight here. Let's just use she. I keep thinking of she as in she. Whenever I say she, because I've been saying she for the past like half an hour, and my head is going crazy. Okay, expressing multiple actions or states using たりする. たりする. I don't think I've heard this one much at all. Or maybe I have. I just didn't know this because I didn't know what it was. So I'm looking forward to learning what this is. And multiple actions or states using たりする. So, する to do, 食べる, 飲む. 簡単. Oh, that is new. 簡単. 難しい映画見る本読む昼寝この大学と授業はい。Actually, 簡単 is new in the list of book up. Actually, I heard it a lot spoken. Just not very familiar with the kanji. Thankfully, it's just, it's very, very simple. Yeah, it's like, 簡単の漢字は簡単。そうと思います。Other people may not think so, but come on, like it's literally ma with 6 strokes above that are super easy to do or are intuitive, and then this one is also easy as hell. What? Or maybe I'm just very used to it, but I find them easy. Well, I find them easy to write, to memorize. May be a different thing. Mostly not because of mostly because of quantity of kanji I'm learning more than anything else. Simple. Where is it? Yeah, simple. Simple or easy. Yeah. More than simple, I've heard the Gantan. Yeah. But the thing is, I'm quite used to seeing Mon and he already. Because that's Mon, right? Yeah. I'm very used to saying mon and he for gun, right? Or jikan, shukan, right? I'm very used to saying this. So if you just add those little strokes of the, I think it was what, bamboo? Yeah, bamboo. It's quite simple. It's almost like once you understand like the radicals and you practice kanji, it becomes intuitive. Ooh. Dab on those non-kanji learners. Anyway, kantan. Kantan. Any other? No. Jugyo. I do need to practice recognizing Jugyo a bit more. So this has been the version, the verb version of the ya particle. You can make an example list of verbs among a possible larger list by conjugating each verb into the past tense and adding ri at the end. You need to attach the verb suru, just like at the end you need to attach the verb suru. Just like the ya particle, the tense is determined by the last verb, which is in this case will always be suru, since you have to touch it at the end. You can also use this with the state of being to say that you're a number of things at various random times among a larger list. Similar to regular verbs, you can take the noun or adjective for each state of being and conjugate it to the past state of being. That's ri, then finally attach suru. Okay, this may take a little bit because I don't think I quite got that. Conjugate each verb to the past tense and add ri. Finally, add suru at the very end for verbs. Taberu, nomu. So it becomes tabeta, nonda. And then tabetari, nondari. Then tabetari or nondari suru. Tabetari suru, nondari suru. Kana. Instead of being, conjugate the noun or adjective for each space instead of being to past tense and add ri and finally add suru. Kantan, musukashii. Kantan datta, musukashikatta. Kantan dattari, musukashikattari. Kantan dattari suru, musukashikattari suru. Oh, but you only add suru at the very end. So, because let's look at the example. Okay. Just clicked. Holy shit. I don't know if you saw my face, but the light bulb turned on. Puzzles came together. I was like, bam, click. Yeah, okay. Let's look at the examples because they will help a lot. Ega wa mitari, hono nondari, hiru ne shittari suru. I do things like, among other things, watch movies, read books, and take naps. この大学の授業は簡単だったり難しかったりする。Because sometimes this is sometimes difficult, other times around something else maybe. As you can see, the tense and negative positive state is controlled by the last suru. Let's say examples. 映画を見たり、本を読んだりした。So, like, I did things. So, rather than I did things, is this like more like I used to do things like? We'll see. 映画を見たり、本を読んだりしない。I don't think so. I don't do things like, okay. 映画を見たり、本を読んだりしなかった。なるほど。So, the reason why I clicked so hard, so soundly, is because when I was reading the example before, actually trying to read it out loud, real quick, I remember it. Over the past couple of days and stuff, as I was going through Japanese streamers and stuff, right, over the past 2-3 weeks or so, I was going through a bunch of Japanese channels, a bunch of Japanese streamers, and when you read their description, a bunch of those will use this form exactly to more or less talk about what they do. So for example, shaberu, it's one of the, shaberu was one of the few Ubers, right? Golden verb. Yeah, that doesn't help. Pretty sure it shaberu. Golden verb with ru ending, so that means verb, right? Because if I say taberu, it's ichidan verb. Okay, I guess that's for u and ru. So shaberu, shabettari, shitari, something like that. Yeah, right now I cannot come up with any good examples. If I were to go and look around Twitch descriptions, I'll probably find something like that. In fact, I should probably write my own description in Japanese eventually using this form. So like, it'd be like RTA or shitari, like to do RTA. I don't know how you say that you do speedruns in Japanese. I have no clue. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how you say you play a game, because I'm pretty sure it's not asabu for asabu to play a game, because that's just more of to play in another way, not to really play a video game. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's good to know this form. It's good to know. Cool. Cool, okay. That's an interesting thing I just learned today. I had no clue about this. Oh, wait, we're about to move on to 4.5. Are we about to finish 4.4? Hold up. Oh, I must go up. 4.4. で、フォンからのでのにがけどしたりする. Hey, yes. We're about to finish the compound sentences. Let's go. Okay. See, it's all about the little victories. So we are here on compound sentences. We're gonna see other uses of the te form. Okay. I'm kind of so here teiru, tearu, teoku, teiku, tekuru. Yeah, teiru for enduring states, like teimasu, like Butchan told me yesterday. Yep. Anyway, let's not derail the. Let's focus on this. So this is a verb version of the job particle, right? So to do things like, basically, to do things like playing, reading. So to do things like watch a movie, read books, or take naps. Other things like those here and there, right? So the tense is determined by the last verb, which in this case will always be suru. You can also do this with the state of being to say that your number of things at various random times. So at random times among a larger list. Yeah, when using this with nouns, it becomes a bit harder to understand. With this example, この大学の授業は簡単だったり難しかったりする. So it's sometimes easy, sometimes difficult, another time something else maybe. So it's everything like in between. Banger song, by the way. Song of Storms, pretty good. So here's how you conjugate past tense at 3 and finally at 2. Again, past tense at 3 and finally at 2. I shouldn't really be highlighting inside these boxes because these boxes are always relevant anyway because they're teaching you how to conjugate the thing. But it's good to know them. What? Oh, whoops. I hit the mic, sorry. Okay. Expressing and multiple actions. Or states using たりする But sometimes it's gonna be たりする, right? So yeah, for example, 飲んだりする 飲む、飲んだ、飲んだりする I'm not gonna lie, I'm kinda curious of how the pitch accent for these things kinda work, but at the same time, do I care? Do I even dare ask? No, okay. たりする It's kind of like the verb version of yeah. In this case, she as well, right? Sample list of verbs among a possible larger list of conjugations. So, tense always determined by suru. I'm kind of quiet right now. I should probably be saying out loud while I'm writing. It's just the verb version of yeah, basically. It's an example list, right? Among maybe more examples of this, right? Like, not all may necessarily apply. There may be more, right? So kind of like yeah, or the she we just saw, right? Well, she is for like specifically for reasons, right? This is just it's a state. It's things that are kind of done, right? Because it's verbs, or also nouns or adjectives, right? So conjugate the noun or adjective for to the past tense and not usually. Yeah, that's what. It's not fully clear. Like I mostly get the idea when used with nouns and adjectives. all nouns and adjectives. I don't separate not or the adjectives here at all. To say that you are a number of things at various random times among a larger list. So also used with nouns or adjectives. To say here are number of things at various random times. And there may be more, of course. The classic, there could be more. Okay, so then, change to past, and then add suru to the conjugation you want, right? So it can be conjugated. So, たりする adri anatsuru. After, it's in the past. Let's write down some both examples really. Except when writing example 1, I'm gonna write one of the conjugated ones just to make sure. What if you wanted to use it on formal though? Would it be like shimas? Or shimasen deshita? Or this? You say like, 映画を見たり、本を読んだり、昼寝したりします。So it's interesting how 昼寝します、昼寝する then with りする again 昼寝したりするfind that interesting or curious. Okay, let's write examples. 大学の授業 Let me get a quick refresher or reminder on how to properly write 授業 so it's okay. Okay, this one does become a little bit harder. Oh, then it's Hitsuji, and then it's tree. Never mind. The moment you realize, oh, it's just this radical spam. Okay, it may look very scuffed on my notes, but actually you cannot see that properly. But yes. It does kind of look scuffed, Jugyo, but 大学の授業は 簡単簡単だったり難しかったり難しかったりI don't know, I'm struggling to pronounce that. Oh, that sounded better, didn't it? Also, quick reminder on how to write 難しい なるほど。Sure, good enough. Showdown 1, 2, 3. Okay, so my Muzukashi is very, very scuffed, but it is there. 難しかったり I think I kind of got it now. 難しかったりする赤はこれここSo 簡単だったりbe past 簡単だった then you have re the same goes with 難しかったりする right, so you have the past then you have the re and then you have するWhat's the scoop, Chief? Hello, Attack Tester. How's it going? Ohayou gozaimasu. Konnichiwa. Konbanwa. Doing pretty good. Just we're here learning some stuff like the Tari Suru form, which is quite interesting. As in, you're trying to list multiple things that you do from time to time, or that are from time to time. Here and there, but they do not always apply, or there could be more, right? There could be more. Very interesting, very interesting. We've also did a lot of kanji practice and stuff. It's been a very productive 3 hours, honestly. Yeah, and now I'm writing some examples. I'm working on my notes, as you can see here. Right, I make them with colors and stuff, and they will look very clean, very neat. So another example would be映画を見たり本を読んだりを読んだり 本を読んだりしなかった。Remember that one? Okay, so 見たり読んだり and then we got しなかった right, so we have past plus 3 and then the suru conjugated. Plus 3 and suru conjugation. And there we go. Those are some fine looking notes. Isn't that great? Isn't this? I think it's fantastic. This page I'm much more proud of than the previous one where we messed up on the notes. A miniscap. And then we finally finished lesson 4.4 and we finally move on to 4.5. Other uses of the te form. Teiru, teharu, teoku, teiku, tekuru. The te form is incredibly useful as it is used widely in many different types of grammatical expressions. We will learn about enduring states with the teiru and tearu form. Even though we have learned various conjugations for verbs, they have all been one-time actions. We'll now go over how one would say, for example, I am running. We'll also learn how to perform an action for the future using teoku, expression, and to express directions of actions using teiku, tekuru. Interesting. That's what we're gonna learn tomorrow, or actually, I'm unfortunately gonna have to call it a day. We've been streaming for 3 hours and 20 minutes. It's been a good, productive day, good productive session. So let's look for a host target. 残念ながら今日の配信はここまで。I wanted to say something. So, 今日の勉強で配信はここまで, right? So if I'd say something like today's studying, yeah, because I'm trying to use the de form. I'm kind of used to just saying 勉強配信more. But yeah, let's see who we're hosting today. So I'm gonna send you guys over to WhatsApp. It's also learning in Japanese using Final Fantasy 14, which I know some of you DJs in chat do really like that, right? Some 14 love, right? Arthur or Seiya, if you're still awake. So I'll send you guys over to WhatsApp studying Japanese using Final Fantasy 14. We can practice some of what we learned and all that. But yeah, have a very good one. Have a very good day. I'll see you at 2 p.m. Eastern for BN2's 80% race. Well, single segment. Yeah. Have a good one. Have a good day. See ya. I'll send you guys over. Bye-bye.